Hello ladies and gentlemen, Charles III, and today we're going to be doing a follow-up video to the Zoom G5N demo that I put out a little while back. The reason that we're doing a follow-up video is because of the fact that I was getting a lot of comments about how the mics were turned off on the cab sims. The reason for that was because I wasn't really familiar with the pedal and I just plugged it in USB and I was using the headphone connection directly from the pedal to my headphones, and from what I could hear with the mics off on my headphones, things sounded more pleasant. Basically with the mics on, everything sounded kind of too bright or too harsh, but I did a little bit of research after receiving a comment about how basically an amp and a cab together with the mic off is a better option for plugging into the front of a combo amplifier or whatever, but to use an amp and a cab together with the mic on is a better option for recording USB or direct with an audio interface. And I didn't know that at the time, so knowing that now, I wanted to release a follow-up video with the original demo with some of those riffs mixed in with the same riffs and same lead parts or similar lead parts with the mics turned on this time, so that you guys can get a better representation of the differences between the amps and cabs with the mics on and with the mics off. So we're doing all the same amps that we did last time, which are the Fender Twin Reverb, the Hiwatt Custom 100, the Orange Graphic 120, the Marshall JCM 800, the Mesa Boogie Mark 1, the Mesa Boogie Mark 3, and the Mesa Boogie Orange Rectifier channel, both vintage and modern. But we're going to be doing it where the first half of a riff or a lead part is going to be with the mic off, and the second half is going to be with the mic on. And basically there's some different screenshots that show you the patches that have the mic on, and there's also going to be a little bit of like a dialogue area in the bottom corner which tells you which preset has the mic off and which preset has the mic on. So without further ado, let's go ahead and listen to the differences of the presets with the mic off and then the mic on. So after listening to some of the presets back to back, I'm actually quite surprised at how having the mics on for certain presets actually seems to clean things up, especially like in the cleaner presets, and even in some of the high gains like the Mesa Boogie Mark 1 and Mark 3 seem to be a little bit less aggressive in the gain settings, and so I'm surprised at how it improves the majority of the tones. However, I'm kind of disappointed that like on the Mesa rectifier channel it seems different. I don't want to say it's better or worse because it's just my opinion, but I do feel like there is a difference in tone in that specific amplifier when you turn the mics on, and so it's not really my favorite. I would say to experiment with the pedal is, you know, however you want. There isn't necessarily a set way to do anything when it comes to recording. You can always try new things, and I would say to explore some of the presets with the cabinets on and off, and with the mics on and off, and things like that, to try and find the best tone that you can. Also, these are just the stock amp and cabs, same as before from the last demo, so they're not necessarily going to be extremely pleasant or, you know, refined enough to really get a great tone out of it. Some of them are definitely usable, but you do also want to go back and make your own tones and dial in your own tones. I hope that this follow-up kind of clears things up for a lot of people who maybe thought like, why do all the presets sound kind of bad, you know, like especially because a lot of people were saying, you know, like it sounds so good on other demos and all these people make it sound really good. It's because, you know, they're refining it and they're finding their best tones and they're doing everything to the presets that they can to make it sound good. Meanwhile, I was just doing, you know, stock amps and cabs together, and also now with the mics on and off, you can also see how the stock presets kind of sound and which ones you like, which ones you don't like, and go back and, you know, dial in your own tones. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with all the content that I'm going to be putting up soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.